Okay, we're going to be performing the O₂toDerm glass facial today. And we are going to start with a cleanse. One of my favorite cleansers to use with this treatment is the Moisture Cleansing Gel, because this treatment is all about hydration, hydration, hydration. So I'm going to add 2 pumps to my hands. I'm going to wet my hands and create a lovely little lather here. I'm going to apply that to the client's face and do a nice thorough cleanse. You can definitely go ahead if you want to do a little second cleanse and a little extra exfoliation. You can use the Trand Me Spot Rebalance Cleanser. You can also go ahead and do a second cleanse with the HOP Volumizing Mousse Cleanser to add a little extra volume and collagen boost to the treatment as well. So you have a lot of flexibility, as always with all of our protocols. Make sure that you shake it out well enough so it's not too hot. And that's going to help prevent just increasing the erythema in the skin. Okay, and then with all of our advanced treatments, we love to incorporate cold plasma. This is our Dr. Playton device. You can also go ahead and use your tonisher device, the cold plasma head. And we use cold plasma because at the very minimum, we are increasing product penetration by 24% over the next 12 hours. It also will increase brightening and tightening on the skin as well. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do 5 minutes on one side of the face, 5 minutes on the other side of the face. So now we're going to start. We're going to hold the skin taut, and I'm going to do 5 passes in one area, and then I'm going to work up about ½ inch to 1 inch and start the next section. If you do 5 passes, you should be able to complete the full half side of the face in 5 minutes. You can also keep track of the timer, which has a countdown from 10 minutes to 0. We are done. I'm going to set this aside. If the client is in need of any other treatment, like if you want to go ahead and use another modality to spend a little extra time on lifting or tightening, you could use your Time Master Pro here. If you want some slimming, you could use your Ratio Cool Laser. For purposes of our treatment today, we're really focusing on hydration. So I'm going to go ahead and just proceed with the next step in our glass facial, which is adding the Pro Micro Peel, which is our volumizing exfoliant. It's the only volumizing peel that we know of, using our polylactic acid, our growth factors. A half of a packet works perfectly for a full face. So I am going to squeeze the contents of a half a packet onto my hands, into my gloved hands. And then I'm going to, and this is, you can see, a very nice gel-like consistency, so it's not super runny. So very easy just to apply this way without using a brush. So I'm just gonna get a little bit on the face like so. And then I'm gonna go ahead and massage it everywhere. And then the remaining half a packet, I put in my little refrigerator in my room, and I save that for another client's facial treatment. And then this is going to be left on the skin from 1 to 2 minutes. If somebody had really thick skin and was acclimated to peels, you could definitely leave it on up to 3 minutes. But believe it or not, even though it doesn't seem like it's super strong, 2 minutes does a great job of exfoliating and plumping and hydrating the skin very well. So I just massage this in well for 2 minutes. And it's amazing to see, after just this peel, how much more plumped and hydrated the skin looks. It's really, really a wonderful product. It can be sold, the 4 packs can be sold retail. And then we have 30 packets available for professional use. Back bar. After 2 minutes, we are going to remove with a warm towel. Make sure you get the area around the nose really well. That seems to be a sensitive area, and then also around the lips. Feels good on the client's chest with a warm towel. And then you can ask the client if they have any areas that feel a little spicy yet, any areas that you feel like there might be a little bit of the peel left on. Okay, the next step is going to be for detoxification purposes. And this is going to be using our famous O₂toDerm Whipping Balm Mask. Absolutely love this. You're going to take a silicone bowl or a nice, little bit larger bowl, and I'm going to do about 3 pumps, okay, because we're going to get a nice amount of product here. We're going to go ahead and we are going to add a little more than equal parts water, and then you're going to start to mix, and it's going to take about 45 seconds to a minute or so, and you're going to just start whipping it up, and you're going to start to notice that the texture and consistency develops into what we call a marshmallow fluff-like consistency. It's a heavy mask, so it actually bubbles up and whips up, but it's got this really decadent, thick moisture and texture to it. So we're gonna put a really thick amount or layer on the skin, because once you have the client under the oxygen dome for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long you wanna do it, it will start to dissipate a little bit. So you wanna make sure that it doesn't dry out during that time period under the dome. So I like to put a really, really substantial thick layer here. So you can see this, it's super thick like this, really awesome. I mean, actually look at this. If you hang and try to tap, 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 you can see how it's really difficult to actually get it off of the brush. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start on the neck area. I'm gonna show you how I apply this really thick layer. Just avoid the lips, but you can be really heavy-handed here with the product. That's intention. Look at that, it's just beautiful. Honest to goodness, it's just one of the best masks you've ever used. Clients love it, and it's phenomenal for facial massage too. So after I've left this on under the dome, it will reactivate. If you have your hands dipped in water, it will literally reactivate this decadent foam. Great for back treatments as well, if you're doing back facials. Look at that, just such a beautiful decadent foam. And again, any leftovers that you have, just make sure you just scoop it out and apply it to the top. Okay, so once you have that thick amount on, we're going to go ahead and bring over our oxygen dome with our O₂toDerm machine. And with the client, make sure that it's resting comfortably. And we're going to start the machine for the oxygen portion. We're gonna push anion therapy here, and then I'm gonna start the timer. So we're at 90% oxygen. We're at one liter flow, so it's 90% oxygen. And then I'm going to set the timer to 10 to 15 minutes for this particular portion. And I'm going to reactivate. You can see that it's dried in a few little areas there, so I'm gonna just wet my hands and just start massaging, and it will reactivate. It literally feels like marshmallow fluff. It's just this most decadent shaving cream, even thicker than shaving cream. Marshmallow fluff is just my favorite consistency for a mask. And you can do this for a couple minutes if you'd like. Depends on how long you want your facial treatment to be. So you can always have a longer massage time. You can always have more time under the dome, whatever works for you. I'm gonna go ahead and just scrape off some of the mask here before we go ahead and use our towel. Use another warm towel. Shake it out well enough. Okay, next we're going to be working with our spray gun. So I'm going to show you what we do here. We are going to grab the spray gun, and I'm going to show you how to connect it. So we're going to remove from the back of the dome. I'll pop this off. And we're gonna go ahead and attach this to the back of the gun. We have our ampule here. That was inserted into the bottom of the gun like this. So I'm gonna turn on the machine again. And this time we are going to turn it to, I'm gonna tip this again just to show you one more time. We're going to set the number of liters to 4. So I'm gonna push the middle button here. 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, we're down to 35% pure oxygen, which is totally fine for using the spray gun. This is just to get the ampule added to the skin, and then we're gonna go ahead and add some moisture energy cream and put her back under the dome. So we're gonna start here. I always protect the eye area, and I start to spray. And you wanna do a nice thick application of product. It's just like doing airbrush makeup, airbrush painting. And if someone's skin is really dehydrated, it's gonna soak in really quickly. So then sometimes I'll go back and I'll add an extra layer of the product as well. And typically one ampule is going to last, one full ampule will last for up to 3 facial treatments. Just to give you an idea. So it's really cost effective. Okay, after you've got a nice layer of the product on the skin, do a little bit more right here. Okay, after we've finished our spraying on of the O₂toDerm ampule, we're gonna add a good quarter-size amount of the O₂toDerm Oxygen Moisture Energy Cream. It's amazing, the combination of these two products, and then putting it back under, putting the face back under the dome is gonna give that complete glass-like appearance. I wanted to mention that when you're working with dermatitis, people with, you know, really impaired barrier, this particular part of the treatment, skipping the peel portion or the detoxifying whipping balm mask portion, this has helped many of my clients really improve the texture, the quality, the appearance, and the feel of the skin, even after one treatment. So it really has a lot of really great beneficial properties for not only dehydrated skin, but skin that's really neglected or really is in need of some extra support. Okay, so you massage that in nicely, and then we're gonna go ahead and add our dome back on. I'm gonna do red LED, and I'm going to show you in a bit what this looks like. We're gonna have a couple different angle shots, but you can also alternate between colors. I prefer to do 10 minutes with one color and then switch it over to a different color. So again, our red LED is gonna be great for anti-aging, green is gonna be great for hyperpigmentation, blue for antibacterial effect, and yellow more for a muscle pain relieving effect. So we're now gonna start the machine, which I'm gonna just flip this over here so you guys can see what this looks like here. So we're going to start the machine for the oxygen portion. We're gonna push anion therapy here, and then I'm gonna start the timer. So we're at 90% oxygen. We're at 1 1 liter flow, so it's 90% oxygen. And then I'm going to set the timer to 10 to 15 minutes for this particular portion. Right? And you can go a little longer. It all depends on how long you want the facial treatment to be. Okay, I want to share with you all the 3 products that come with the oxygen machine itself, the O₂toDerm machine. You get the O₂toDerm Whipping Balm Mask. And by the way, this gives you only need about 2 pumps per treatment. This will probably last close to 100 different treatments, which is great. You also get the O₂toDerm Energy Moisture Cream, which again is going to give you 50 plus treatments out of here as well. And you get 10 of the O₂toDerm ampules, and each ampule provides enough product for 3 treatments. So that total product grouping here is going to give you a minimum of 30 treatments, and you can order the 10-pack of the O₂toDerm ampules separately, so you definitely won't run out of the O₂toDerm Whipping Balm Mask and the cream as fast. Once you've completed the 15 to 20 minutes of oxygen at the end, you can see how you have this beautiful, dewy, glossy glass skin. We're then going to just massage it in a little bit here, and then we're going to go ahead and add our all mineral SPF 50 from HOP that has beautiful ingredients like our polylactic acid and our growth factors for additional plumping, calming, soothing, and protective benefits. Put on a generous amount. Now you'll notice that when you've put on a lot of product that creates intense hydration, it's going to take a little extra massaging to get it to blend in because of the extra product that you have underneath, which is totally okay. And the skin looks super dewy, super hydrated. And we're going to finish with HOP Promoter Repair Ion Lip Cream. A nice layer of that on the lips. Make sure those are plumped and hydrated as well. And we are good to go. Hope you enjoy this treatment as much as we do. For more information on this treatment and other treatments, please reach out to us.